Good evening, elders, leadership, and Tsuut'ina citizens. I chose to keep my name in for council again for this election simply because I'm really worried about what's happening to us in terms of all the legislations that are coming down to make us municipalities and to get rid of our treaty and our inherent rights. Yesterday, the government of Canada only allowed 2 hours for First Nations and treaty peoples to make a presentation to the Standing Committee on the amendments to the Indian Act, which include wills and estates, which is very scary for me if we don't cover that area of jurisdiction, is when our peoples are married to or living with non-Tsuut'inas, they can pass on their property to them. The privatization of land, the selling of the land. Today, our lands, we need 50% plus 1 for designation of our lands, as well as for the sale of our lands. In these new amendments, we can still do that. However, if the Minister of Indian Affairs insists on pursuing it, he can come in and call for a vote. And we'll take the simple majority of those people that voted. So if 10 people come in, 6 say yes, it's a go. Is that what we want for our lands? Bullhead entered into treaty to make sure that the survival of the Tsuut'ina, and the lands be protected for as long as the sun shines, the grass grows, and the rivers flow. Are we going to allow that to happen? We can't afford to keep quiet. We have to take proper action to protect our rights today and in the future, and for the children yet unborn. We need to have discussions with the membership with respect to those issues that are affecting us. I've had a few. I had a session with ages 10 to 14. There was about 150 of them. About 50 students from age 15 to 17, had about 30 adults. And yesterday I was at Bullhead Hall informing them of what's happening to us. And you know what one 10-year-old boy asked in that workshop after we went through everything? They asked questions, they made comments. He asked, what's going to happen to us if we don't have treaties? Well, the reality is sinking in now. We're going to be municipalities of the provincial governments or the federal governments, and our treaties are going to be gone. We need to make Canada accountable for their responsibilities under treaty as a successor state of Great Britain. Those are the things that I'm worried about. And we can't afford to be arguing and fighting amongst ourselves. We need to work together to ensure that we survive and our lands survive. That's what Bullhead wanted. And I think it's time we do that. And I'm also concerned about the fairness amongst our people. Everybody should be treated fairly. We should have equal opportunity, whether it's for education, employment, and whatever. We need to get our treaty implemented so we can achieve those as well, and make sure it's implemented the proper way so that we can assert our jurisdiction over all matters that affect our peoples and our lands, and still retain that fiduciary obligation that Canada has for us over Treaty Number 7. We can't allow them to move back and make us municipalities. That's the way the treaty was, and we have to live up to that treaty. So I never ask people to vote for me, but this time I'm asking because I am not afraid to speak to government. I know the processes. I'm not afraid to speak to the chiefs across this country or anyone to pursue our cause. Thank you.